Hello friends, today in this tutorial I'll be showing you that how basically you can implement one tab auto login functionality inside your Vue.js application. So let me show you the functionality localhost 8080. You will see automatically whenever I land on this page, automatically it will automatically log in inside my Google account. This is authentication flow right here, and it will display my profile details such as the display name, email address, and the profile picture. We also have the logout button also, guys. You will see all this information will be returned to me inside the JSON web token, and you can see we are simply logging on this information. We are decoding the information which is stored inside the JSON web token, and then we are displaying these profile details. So you can see that we have the logout button also. If I click logout button, you will see automatically the sign in button will show here. And now again you can simply, if you land on this page here, it will show you the number of accounts that you're automatically logged in. This is a modern approach out there, so you have seen this approach on many websites. When you visit, when you want to create an account, when you want to sign in with your Google account in many websites, this is the automatic flow, auto login flow that you have. Whenever you do this, automatically Google will verify it. No longer you want to open the pop-up window, select your account, enter the password. It will do this, all this process in the background. It will automatically detect your account, whichever account that you previously logged in, and now you are visiting the application once again. It will automatically detect your account, and now it will show you the list of accounts here, and now you can simply continue as like this. So, and then it will redirect you to the application. And let's suppose I am using a new incognito window here, and now I am visiting here localhost 8080. Now this information is not stored, so in that case you will not see, it will not detect it. You need to sign up individually. You need to first of all log in with your account, and then it will auto login. So auto login functionality is very awesome, guys. For the very first time you need to enter the information, and on the automatic events it will automatically log in you after you once you have entered the information. So this will significantly save the time, and it will automatically log in. So this is called as Google identity system, guys. So Google identity, if you just write here Google identity services, the documentation is there right here, and this is the latest standards in order to implement OAuth2 sign up systems. So we will be integrating it inside our Vue.js. So there is a dependency package we are using for this dependency, which is called as Vue3 Google login. This is basically the package, guys, we are using to integrate this latest Google identity services auto login. It has got 4,667 downloads. So it's a very good dependency in order to implement it inside your Vue.js application. So the very first thing we need to do, guys, let me now start this application. All the source code, guys, is given in the description of the video, so you can go to the description and copy paste all the source code. Let me delete all the source code here and start from scratch. So let me just have a template here. So we will simply have a h1 tag which will say hello world. So if you now reload this application, you will see hello world. So now we need to first of all install this dependency, guys, npm I vue3 Google login. This is basically the command here. So simply what I will do, I will say npm I vue3 Google login. This is the package here. Simply install this package. I have already installed this package, so I will not install it once again. This will hardly take some time. And then you can start your application. Vue serve, this will start your application at port 8080. So now the very first thing we need to do, guys, we need to move to our main.js file. This is the directory structure. So this is the default Vue.js directory structure. You need to go to main.js, and right here we need to import this package. We need to import this line, which will be Vue3 Google login. And we need to import this from Vue3 Google login. So we just need to import this, and then, guys, we need to create a variable, constant variable, which will be for client ID. So this will be storing our client ID, guys. So just make this constant variable, and in order to get the client ID, guys, you need to go to Google Cloud Console, formerly known as Google Developer Console. simply go to this platform, and here inside this create a new project. If you already have that project, simply open that, and here you just need to create a credential which is OAuth client ID. We need to create that, and here we need to select application type to be web application, and you can name this anything. And inside your authorized JavaScript origins, guys, so whichever your application is running, our application is running, you will see localhost 8080. So simply copy this address and simply paste it, and also don't put this slash here. And also guys, we also need to put HTTP localhost. This is also required. So localhost is also required, and followed by the port number as well. Authorized redirect URI. So authorized redirect URI will be the same URL which will this one, localhost 8080. That's all. So after this, guys, simply click on create, and now this will give you your unique client ID that you want to have. This is your client ID, guys. Simply copy this client ID, and right here simply paste this client ID right here. That's all. And now we will need a use function. We will use this. We will pass this middleware, which is view3 Google login. And guys, it takes a option here in the second argument, which is the client ID. So we need to pass the client ID that we configured. That's all. This is all the source code, guys, that you need to write inside this file. So simply now close this file. And after this, guys, we will now have a simple Google login. So we can basically inside our script section, and now to basically integrate this, it's very easy. There is a simple widget out there which is called as Google login, and this widget, guys, takes a parameter called as callback, and this callback is basically a function we need to write here. And this callback, it also expects this parameter, guys, prompt and auto login. So basically these two parameters, these two attributes that we added right here, it will automatically log in with the accounts that the user has. If you now refresh your application, what you will see automatically this button is there, sign in as coding Shiksha. It has automatically detected my account. You will see as I click this button, my window will appear right here. And now we need to define this callback function, guys. So now to define this callback function, what we can say setup here, or we can simply say here export default. And inside this, guys, inside the data property, we can define the callback function here. We can say here callback. So inside this, guys, it takes the response, whatever response which is returned here. And inside this, guys, we can simply say a message that logged in, and we can simply console log the response. That's all. So guys, what we are doing right here, sorry, we forgot to add the return statement. We also need to return statement here. So just surround this inside the return statement, guys. So just do it like this. And now you can see that, guys, if I now refresh the application, it will automatically detect my account. You will see signing you with, and if you now check your console, you will see logged in, and we got a user object, and this contains some useful information, client ID. This is your JWT secret, guys. You will see that this is the JWT secret JSON web token. So we need to decode this token, guys, JSON web token, to extract the user information. So we have a method inside this library. If you now see, basically we can import this method. In order to decode, we have this decode credential method. This will be coming from this package view3 Google login. And now what we can say, we can simply say console log decode credential, and this is present response.credential. That's all. This is the JWT token, and we are passing it to decode credential. If you now refresh, so you will see, guys, we have got a object now. It is saying logged in and decode credential. Sorry, let me say decode credential. Let me import this. Wait, let me create a user object here, and we use this method decode credential. We pass the response dot credential, and then we console log the user. So now you will see, guys, it will automatically log in here. And if you now see inside the console, so we got this object, guys. It contains various information about the user, which is the email address, expiry date, given name, coding Shiksha. This is your profile picture. You will see that if I try to open this inside new tab, this is your profile picture. So now we need to display this information, guys, inside the page, and also the logout button as well. So right here, for this we will simply declare some variables in the data. We will say that inside the return statement we will have some data here. First property will be logged in, initial value will be false, and the user will be null. So these two parameters we have, variables we have defined. Now we can basically make this logged in boolean parameter to be true because we are logged in. So we can say this dot logged in, and we can make this to true. And also, guys, we can say, we can initialize this this dot user. We can say this dot user is equal to like this. So now we have initialized both our variables logged in and user, and based upon this now we can conditionally render out the things out there. So what we can do is that right here inside the template we can simply say a div, and we can make use of the vif. We can say vif directive. So we can say logged in. So it's a boolean parameter. So if the user is logged in that case we will show a logout button. We will have a logout button like this, and also we will be displaying the details of the user. So the name is user.name, and email, for the email we will say the email is user.email, and for the profile picture we will have image underscore, colon source. This will dynamically put user.picture like this. So, and here we can say div and velse. So if this value is false, then the user is not logged in. In that case we will show the login button like this. So now you will see that, guys, if I now refresh it, it will log in the user, and then it will show me the details here, coding Shiksha. You will see name, and this is your profile picture, and we have got the logout button. So if I hit this button, nothing happens. We need to basically bind a directive, simple directive to this button. So we can say @click. So when we click this button, we need to execute a method which is logout. So now we need to define this method, guys. So what we can do is that inside our methods section, so right here just put a comma, and we got a method section here, and we can define this method logout. So here, guys, we have a automatic method here which is Google logout. You will see all these methods are there: Google, one tap, SDK loaded, token login, Google login. So all these methods are available pre-built, and one such method is Google logout. So we can import this method, and right here we can call this method Google logout, and then we can make this property this dot logged in to be false. So now the user will false here, this will become false. So now this button will be showing. So click on logout, you will see it will be redirected you to the sign in button, and now once again if you click it, you will see that. So this is a really simple one tap Google login system, guys, where we implemented this Google identity services inside our Vue.js 3 application, and you can check out my blog post is given in the description of the video, and all the source code is also given. So please hit that like button, subscribe the channel as well, and I will be seeing you in the next live stream.